Hi guys, it's Sam. I am so excited to be back. It has been a very, very long time. I'm probably looking older and tireder than the last time I came on here to talk to you. Yeah, I have been off YouTube for ages and I would love to come back if you will have me. Please let me back in. I don't even know if YouTube is going to tell any of you that this video is going up because it has been that long that it has probably just stopped sharing anything that I'm going to post. So hopefully you guys will come back and join in with the channel and get it back up to where it was. But before that, I think I should probably tell you where I've been, what's been going on, what life now looks like, what my crafting now looks like, because even though I've not been on YouTube, I have still been crafting, I've still been part of the community, and still talk to you guys on like Facebook, Instagram and stuff, so hopefully you're all still sticking around and joining me back on here. It has been bonkers. I think it was just looking back through my last videos and they were 2 years ago. So, and I have to say that 2 years ago they were kind of getting a bit scatty, there wasn't a regular update. So I started this channel nearly 5 years ago now, and they were kind of regular weekly or 2 or 3 times a week videos, and then life got a bit complicated, and life got even more complicated, and something had to give, and my YouTubing gave, and I am gutted, and I've been saying for the last year, I need to get back, but I've been trying to find a way to do that, and fit everything in, because life is just now completely mental, as it is for most people. So hopefully you'll have me back. I'm really excited to be back sharing what I'm doing, because I've never stopped crafting, I've never stopped doing my memory keeping. I've slacked on it, I've got gaps, I'm not up to date, but I didn't stop, so I'm going to take that as a win. But yeah, hopefully you're all doing really, really well. Please leave me a comment and say hello. I am dying to get back in touch with everybody. And yeah, just thank you for letting me back in, hopefully. Just to give you an update then where we're at. So my last update on here, like face to face like this, I was pregnant. I now have a little girl who is 4, like she's up here, she's as tall as me. So yeah, she's 4, she's going to start nursery in January and school in September, so life will change again, but up to now we're all right. She's at home, my mum looks after her and my mother-in-law look after her, and I work from home mostly, so it's all good, and hopefully I think I've planned a schedule that fits everything in. But yeah, life just got really busy. I did my YouTube channel before I had Ava. I had a full-time job and worked 9 to 5, so I had my evenings and weekends free. I was married to Chris and he worked shifts, so it was great because he wasn't in evenings and weekends, so I could sit and do content for you guys and craft and create and just be part of everything. And then it just got really complicated. Obviously I got pregnant with Ava. If you saw the last update, I had a really rough pregnancy. I was ill pretty much from start to finish. Luckily she was fine, it was just me that got everything. I also got made redundant the day that I told my employer I was pregnant, kind of officially at 12 weeks. He knew before that, but officially gave him the letter at 12 weeks and got handed a resignation letter back, which was a bit sucky. Panicked, started my own business, which was going really, really well, and then lockdown hit and that just got pulled from underneath me again. Then she was, what was she then? Not even 1, maybe like 10, 11 months, something like that. So yeah, it's been a really, really tough few years of trying to find out what I'm doing, where I'm going, how on earth to bring an income in with a baby to feed. Luckily, when she was about 18 months, I got approached. I was a designer that I got made redundant from. And I got approached from another design agency that had seen my work and got headhunted. And luckily, all went really well. So I've been working for them now for 18 months, coming up 2 years. I think March kind of time is about 2 years, which is amazing. And I love it. But it is really busy, really bonkers busy. My schedule is all over the place. I design museums and like heritage attractions, like art places, institutions, all over the world. So I'm all over the show. So if I'm not driving around the UK, I'm on a plane, and it's all a bit crazy. Chris still works shifts, so I don't see him. So anyway, I'm rambling now, but you get the idea, and I've got to fit a 4-year-old in with that lot and try and do crafting. So I have been doing my crafting. I've been keeping up to date with my memory keeping as much as I can. I will flip the camera around and show you where I'm up to and what I'm doing. But that's kind of one of my 2023 things is we've had so many ups and downs the last few years. I can't even begin. It would be like a 6-hour video for me to go through all of that. I'm sure things will come out as I'm chatting, but I just need some kind of security, stability, steady, boring, easy life is what I need right now. I just need the same routine as much as we can with working shifts and working all over the place, but kind of a regular thing. So I have put together a bit of a schedule for myself of what I can do when, and I think the thing that's been really important for me as well is to make it reasonable, because I was trying to do everything 100% of everything and give my all to absolutely everything, and it's just not feasible. So I've managed to kind of pare back on things, and like I said, I will show you, pare back on a few things, really prioritise the things that are important to me and that I want to do really well, and share those with you, rather than just trying to do absolutely everything and running out of time and then feeling like a failure, because I know we all do that and it's not good. So priorities for 2023 are family time, getting my work done quickly and efficiently at home, because I now work from home when I'm not on site, and that is not good for me because I get distracted too easily. So really prioritising that, and then I can spend more family time and more time doing things that I love, and YouTube is number one on that priority list. So I am making a deliberate effort this year to put you guys right up there at the top of the priorities. So it's something I love, it's something I enjoy, and I think the last few years have been about surviving and getting through, and putting Ava first, my little girl, obviously. And of course she is still going to come first, but I need to find me time again. I really need to find me time again. So if you're a mum, you get it, or if you've just had a really rotten few years with COVID and everything else, you know what I'm talking about. It's just really important to be able to connect with the things that you love and that you enjoy, and find that time for yourself. So I am making that a priority this year, so which means you guys are going to see a lot more of me. I don't know if that's a good thing. I'm hoping that's a good thing. But that is my me time, is talking to you guys, sharing what I love, my crafting, my creativity. I'm lucky enough that I can be creative at work. That's my job. But I have to be creative for other people, and I have to follow their ideas, which is fine most of the time. But I mean, if somebody wants something in hot pink and lime green, I've got to do it even if I don't really like it. So it's nice to have my own creativity as well as being creative at work. However, I want my work to inspire my creativity this year. I work with a lot of really cool clients and really cool sites, and I'm going to start bringing that into my memory keeping, my journaling, that type of thing. So hopefully you'll see something a little bit different this year, as well as I try and kind of combine them. So enough of me wittering. That's 7 minutes of me chatting that you didn't need this morning, though I've done quite well to cover 4 years in a few minutes. So I'm going to flip the camera around and show you what I've done, where I'm up to, and what my plans are for 2023. Okay, so I have so many things going on this year. I've kind of scattered them on the table. I'm going to try and take you through them one at a time. Now, I have to apologise for the lighting, because it's December in the UK, so the lighting is absolutely shocking, and there's not an awful lot I can do about it. I have my ring light on to try and give us a bit of light, but it's just casting shadows everywhere, but I can't not have it on because you can't see. So let's just deal with it. It's fine, we're all good. You can see what I'm doing. So Christmas tablecloth still on, obviously. So first off, I'm going to run through my planners, which these are new. So last time I was on YouTube, I wasn't working in Happy Planners. You probably recognise Happy Planner. But I now have 3 on the go, and I have used these off and on for the last year or 18 months, trying to work out what works for me and what doesn't, because different things have been working and some things have and some things haven't. So it's just, I think I'm in my groove with them now. So I've got 3 of these on the go. So if we just have a look at, well, I'm going to run through this one first actually, because this is working perfectly. So this is my, sorry for the ring light, these are really shiny and there's not a lot I can do about them. This is my social media planner, which I'm going to continue using, and I will share with you kind of spreads and things in there as I'm working in it. This is a Happy Planner Big, which is about an A4 size if you're in the UK. And this is actually a teacher planner. So in these you get kind of a monthly overview, and then here you go, you get 5 days, but they're split into 7 sections. So all I've been doing is covering up this side and using the headers and putting Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of across the top and having it dated that way. So I've been redating it, and then each day I kind of have a list of things. So down the side I'll put like YouTube, Instagram, whatever, and I have my social media planner. I'm not going to share with you too many pages. I haven't used the front section. I think I got it after that, but you can see I have used quite a bit of it. But this is mainly to plan, this will now be planning my YouTube, but I have been planning my other business as well. I run a Scentsy business, so I've been using that for that, but I'm now going to combine it with my YouTube. So that's one planner you're going to be seeing. And then the other 2 Happy Planners I actually got for Christmas last year, so 2021 Christmas. And because I love doing the layouts, I love the stickers and all the layouts and everything for Happy Planner, but I just couldn't work out how to use it. I think I'm in my groove with it now though. So I've got a classic size, which I'm going to be using as my work planner because it fits in my bag and it's a really simple neutral design. And then I've got a big size, which I'm going to be using for at home and my catch-all, all of like Ava stuff, family stuff, all of that type of thing. So These are actually last year's, like I said, so it's got 2021, 2022. I used them for the first sort of 6 months. So you can see there's some spreads and things in there. I didn't use them at all. There you go, there's a couple of bits from, well, I didn't use them much, did I? Let's see. But from January, I didn't put a single thing in. So there are some spreads, but there's nothing in them. I know, it's awful. Look, beautiful spreads, not a bit of pen on the paper. So I think I've done the January spreads. Yeah, done January spreads. February, I didn't do the monthly. Did I do any spreads in February? I don't even think I did. Oh, I did a Valentine's one. That's it. So I'm going to reuse these because it's just too easy. I'm going to get rid of the first 6 months that was 2021. So I'll take it all out, start from January. Look, I even didn't use the currently page. So I can put my January 2023 resolutions in there. And then I can just redate these. So I can just change the dates. And I'm going to do a setup video because there are a few things that I might want to change. So for example, when I set this up, I put boxes on days where I had something going on. And obviously that's going to be different this year. So I need to just reassess, see if there's anything extra I need to add or change or take off. But I'm going to use these spreads. So I will do a Happy Planner plan with me. The first few ones will be using existing spreads and adapting them and redating them. And then obviously when we get into February, I'll be able to do kind of blank plan with me's. That's the idea. So I'm going to be reusing the small one for work. And the big one is exactly in the same situation. So I used the first kind of 6 months-ish. I'll say used. I mean, hardly. Oh, look at all those spreads and I've not put a thing on them. And they're so pretty. Anyway, from January, it's the same thing. There's a couple of things on them. I think I did a couple of spreads, but with nothing on them. So this is going to be my catch-all. And there are a few like that one I'm not keen on anymore. So I might have a look and see what I can add and change. That one I like, but they all need redating. And like I said, I think I did the same thing in here. I think I've done all the Januaries and then nothing for February. So again, I'll do some plan with me's, editing these, tweaking these, working in them. There you go, look, the glare's gone as well now. I've not got the shiny pages. And then in future, I'll be able to do kind of proper plan with me's with blank pages. So this is my big catch-all, and then the other one was my work one. So I'm going to be using those this year. And then let's get back to something that you do know. So Cocoa Daisy. I am still a subscriber of Cocoa Daisy. I am still obsessed with Cocoa Daisy. I get 2 different types of subscriptions. So I get the Daisy Dory, and I was always getting the standard size Daisy Dory. I've upped that now to the A5 or B5, whatever this size is, half of a printer page basically. I'm a bit behind in December's, but the way I use these has totally changed. So this is December's. I get a lot of the planner add-ons. I am going to do unboxings. There's a January unboxing I'm going to put up pretty much straight after this video. So if you've not checked that out, you'll be able to after this. I use the paper now that comes in the add-ons as one of the as a cover. So this is December's that I'm still working in. It's much more junk journaling. Like there's stuff in from Ava, there's ripped pages. The original brown cover that comes in, I now use as a page. And there you go, like there was some tags from a Christmas present. It's much more junk journaling. So you can see my pictures and things are in here, but I haven't added my journaling yet. And actually, I think my pictures only go, like I am really behind. This is actually some packaging. This is the cardboard that came behind some of the rub-ons. So yeah, so there you go. I've only put pictures in till the 8th. Yeah, definitely need some catching up to do, but I use these totally differently. So there's some scrapbook pages. I will do, and again, I'll do a setup video for January because December's was slightly different. The last few months I've been using, you see I've used the front cover, like I said, as a page, and then I've used the spare papers that come and all sorts of things, and then I stitch it all in. And I have been using magazine pages as well to bulk them out. I just didn't need to in December because I had enough paper. So I will do a setup, but I'm using this much more junk journaling now. But this is my daily memory keeping, she says when she's not done any days. This should be my daily memory keeping. So every day I kind of print out my photos of the day, stick them in. There you go. That was the bump in my last video. She's now 4. So I need to fill my journaling in, but I can do that sat in front of the TV. And then, like I said, I stick in any little bits of ephemera, magazine pages, all of that type of stuff. So I've still got that to do in here. And it just ends up, I just love it. It's dead thick and chunky and full of like things sticking out of it, pages all different sizes, Love it, love it, love it. So those I've been keeping up with, and I will do a whole video on how I set that up and showing you some of my other like last few months examples, because obviously I've not shared any flip throughs with you this year. I also keep the box on my desk, and then any ephemera that I want to put in it just gets thrown in the top. I also subscribe to the pocket memory keeping kit, which is down in the bottom of here. And I have a bit of a disclaimer. So I've been getting the pocket memory keeping kit since you guys last spoke to me. So 5 years? 5 years I think I've been getting pocket memory keeping kit, apart from those few months or a year when Cocoa Daisy wouldn't deliver to the UK. And by that point I got Studio Calico. But I have been getting a Project Life kit for the last 5 years. When was the last time Sammy actually did Project Life? That's 2019 part 2. And don't even get that excited, because this is my 2019 Project Life. Oh dear. Oh dear. So I have my folder with all my ephemera in. See, I don't know if you can tell if you've not seen my setups before. So each week, you can see the week numbers at the top there. I set up a blank folder with a plastic wallet in for each week, and I date it. So if I've got ephemera, I can just slot it in. So I know what week they all come from. These are like maps from places we've visited. I'm just about seeing there, went to Anglesey. Cards, I've got all my ephemera in, but Sammy's not printed any pictures since 2018. Apart from, let's see, mum stuff, all this colouring. I did do a journal page for her first birthday, which is in, so I know what happened. I did, this is all of the certificates. I'm going to get past all the shiny pages. Oh, look at my 2019. 1 page. Oh, that's horrendously shiny. I'm so sorry. But literally 1 page of photos. That is it for 2019. And then it goes back to, I put some cards in. So that is horrendous. Really, really bad. Sammy has all of the Project Life kits sitting there waiting to be used and hasn't used them. So that is going to be a bulk of 2013, is going to be catching up with Project Life, planning it, doing it, getting back up to speed with it, and also catching up from the last few years. The way I'm going to do it is I'm going to start 2023s and do a weekly with you guys, hopefully. And then when I have time, I'm going to go and jump back into the old ones, because if I start from 2019, I'm never going to get up to date, ever. So that's what I'm going to do for that. And then some other extra bits that I've picked up the last few years. I've now... got a couple of bits here. I've now started subscribing to Pipsticks. Is anyone else on Pipsticks bandwagon? I get the Pro Kit and the kids one as well, so I get both of those each month. And I've been enjoying doing some of the little challenges they set. I've just been doing it in a traveller's notebook. If you're not familiar with Pipsticks, they're amazing. And then the on the BFF Sticker Club, they do a weekly challenge, which I've been using my Pipsticks for. So this one was stickers that could run for past president, and then we had like a teal one. There's a few others as well. I'm a bit behind. These are like September's ones. But I have done odd ones in between, and I just love it. It's just one of those crafts where you don't need to think about it. You can just sit and do. So I'm going to start doing that probably in my journals. Don't know if it might be in my Cocoa Daisy or in my Happy Planner, but I'm going to move it into the journals because it just makes me happy. And I've got loads of the Pipsticks that I'm going to do unboxings with. Unfortunately, I've not got December's yet. I live miles away. So this is how I keep my stickers. I live in the UK, and I don't get them till right at the end of the month. But these came in November, so I'll show you a couple of the November Pipsticks if you're not familiar. Let's get to the end, because there's loads of like cool animal ones and just really, really fun things. So let's just show you a couple. Oh, these ones are some of my faves. So I will again show you a sticker one, but this is like jumpers, Christmas jumpers, and then you get all the little icons that you can put on them. This guy is the cutest, officially the cutest. So yeah, these are Pipstick stickers if you're not familiar. So I've started doing a few bits with those as well. So I'm going to be sharing those. And then last but not least, I really got into reading. The last year, I was always into reading, as like a kid and a teenager. And then the years that I had Ava, I just didn't get to any books. So my resolution last year was to start reading again. And I did manage to hit 120 books this year, which is really, really cool. And because I've kept it up, I decided to treat myself to a reading journal from Little Inklings. I watched them last year and sulked at everybody that had them because I was so jealous. So when they released these this year, I grabbed one. So again, I'll do a proper unboxing and chat through, but I have got a gorgeous, absolutely stunning, always fully booked reading journal that I'm going to be using for 2023 and doing some spreads and tracking my reading and all that sort of stuff in that as well. So that's where I'm at. That's what I'm up to. That is a lot of crafty things to be doing in 2023. Hopefully, I think those are going to be the main ones that you see. Is going to be my Cocoa Days and my Project Life as normal, but then my reading journal and my daily planners and things are going to creep in as well. So hopefully you'll enjoy seeing all of that stuff. I would love to hear what you guys are up to. I am probably totally out of the loop on anything crafty now. If there's any good challenges or any new suppliers I need to get hold of or anything I need to try, please let me know. Otherwise, thank you so much for listening to me ramble and putting up with this horrendous winter lighting. I will get back into the groove of it and things will get better, I promise. And I'll speak to you all very soon. Bye.